What's up, everybody? Back with another review. Today I want to review the second film in this three-pack that I wanted to see, Dollman, because I just reviewed Demonic Toys, which I actually really enjoyed. And I just watched Dollman for the first time as well. And I haven't seen Puppet Master or Dollman versus Demonic Toys either, so I'm excited to see that one. But going into Dollman, this is one of those that I've heard of. I've heard of this one before, but I never have seen it. I've always wanted to, though, because these full moon features, or full moon entertainment movies are really entertaining, if that's the best word I could put for it, because they're really low-budget B-movie type of movies. And I really enjoyed Demonic Toys, so I wanted to see Dollman before I watched the inevitable conclusion of Dollman versus Demonic Toys. Now, Dollman is low budget like all these other movies, and it's a B movie, but the thing I liked about Dollman the most is that this, like, it's not really horror, it's just a really entertaining movie, and I thought that there were things in it that were actually surprisingly cool. I thought it was cool that it starts on another planet, and I forgot what the name of the planet is. It's a made-up planet, but they're on this other planet, and he and this villain, which is this floating head, which is funny, they're on this other planet, and the main character, Brick, fights off this guy who has hostages, but all of his hostages are just fat people. Literally just fat people. Like, they don't have anybody that's skinny. They just... Why? Like, that's funny, but it's just like, why? That's really weird that he's got fat hostages. Like, they literally even say that, and you see just fat people. That's really out there and quirky, and I did like that and how weird it was, like that moment. But Brick Bardo comes in and saves the day. And I really thought it was interesting how he started out in this other world that just looks like Earth. It's just a red tint of Earth instead. And this headless villain, Scooge, I forgot what his name was already, because I watched this a couple days ago, but this headless villain with a floating head sends Brick and him onto another planet, and they land on planet Earth. Actually, before that, I want to mention this moment that's really cool. Before they go to planet Earth, Brick is such a badass character that he decimates all of the Scourge's men, where, like, he just shoots them with his gun and they just blow up and they demolish into pieces. And he's got, like, the most powerful weapon in the galaxy, which is a really cool, like, little cheesy thing. Like, oh, he's got the most powerful weapon in the world that can just blow anybody up. That's really fun. But anyways, back to this, where Brick and Scourge go and get taken to Earth. Like, they land on Earth. And I love how Brick lands on Earth with the character, and he's the size of a doll. He's literally 13 inches tall. That's really funny, and I really did enjoy that aspect of it, because this character, who's a badass character, who decimates and destroys all these bad guys on his world, lands on planet Earth, and he's the size of a doll. That's really entertaining and really cool. And he helps this poor woman and her kid against these gangs that she's up against in the Bronx, New York. And that's a really cool location. I like how they brought him into a kind of rough area. That's really awesome as well. And honestly, like, in terms of, like, these types of movies, these full moon, like, entertainment movies, the acting isn't always that great in most of these movies, but honestly, out of all the movies that I've seen so far of Full Moon Entertainments, this one might be the most solid acting. And I'm not saying it's like the best acting in the world, but it's not too bad acting. There's one scene where this goon is talking to another character and he's dying, and he says, like, you're on the wrong side. And it's like it's a moment where I actually sat there like, wow, I'm actually getting invested with this character before he dies. That was pretty good. And I like the score, too. The score was actually fun as well. It's a very B-movie score, obviously, but it's fun and entertaining, and I really like that. And again, I love how Brick is this character who's just a badass guy. Like, he's a badass character. He kills and decimates anybody he wants, and saves the day. He's a cool hero. And I love the way he outsmarts the gangs, even though he's so small on planet Earth. That's really cool. And I liked how the ending credits had this cool thing where it showed every, like, scenes of a character and then showed their name, like who the actor was. And I know they've done that in other movies, but I thought that was kind of clever in this movie for 91 this came out. So I liked that a lot, and I thought that overall Dollman was a really fun B movie, and I really thought that there were aspects of it that sometimes are better than this typical Full Moon Entertainment movie, which is always usually B movie territory with these movies. So I really enjoyed Dollman. Like, it surprised me how much fun it was. Like, the characters were fun, the acting was solid, the score was fun, the gore and kills was fun. It was really just a fun time, and it was silly, of course, but I expected that with this B-movie type of movie, so I really enjoyed Dollman on first watch, so yeah, I'm glad I watched it, because I really did enjoy it. So next up, I will review Dollman versus Demonic Toys, which is going to be an interesting one. I wonder how that's going to end up. But thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me down below what you think of the original Dollman, and thank you so much for watching.